Alright you guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to jump right into it because it's super weird and creepy. I did a Johnny Gosh story, which is huge. It's on Netflix, it's everywhere. It's what started the boy on the milk carton. And so, yeah, I got some, comments about it, this and that. It's very controversial. Some people think that it's like a government conspiracy. Some people think that the dad had something to do with it. Some people think that the mom had something to do with it. There's just so many different theories on it. I got an email, and normally I just get either junk email or brand email. So when I got a second, I read it. Well, it ended up being still going. It's long. So I opened it up and the first thing it said was confidential, written in all caps letters. So I was like, what the hell? Am I in trouble? Did I do something wrong? So my heart started like, so it says, hello. I seen your YouTube video and want to thank you for the concern you have given. So I decided to let you know more of the real truth. So then I'm like, what is this? So then I'm like, I viewed details. It says adambevington@hotmail.com. And then again, I just noticed it said, tell nobody, again in caps. So then I started getting a little freaked out. So I just kind of read it, and then it said, following our emails, I sent out seek assistance, but everybody seemed to be scared of the deep state to help. So right then I could tell there was like spelling errors. And I thought that was kind of strange. And just the way it's written, it almost seems like I get a lot of spam mail. Of course, I'm sure everyone does, like from foreigners that don't totally know how to write. So you can kind of tell. And this doesn't seem like that. It just seems kind of like maybe they were writing really fast and just like some typos. The truth is very difficult to believe, but is the truth as close as I am able to remember at this time. And then it says, tell nobody. And then it says, dear org, comma. Am I org? Who's org? Like, I'm not really sure. Like, it's almost like he's starting another email in the same email. So I thought that was weird. And it says, I seek to collaborate. Much of the following may seem unbelievable, but I ask that you give me a chance to present my evidence to 3 to 5 members of your organization that have demonstrated a commitment to protecting children from molestation of any kind that is broken. I awoke to repressed memories almost 9 years ago and have been investigating these memories in the search for my truth. The subject matter can be disturbing to some and easily misunderstood by others without a working knowledge of the tactics and technology used by the intelligence agencies. Therefore, study and research will be necessary in order to understand the ramifications of your involvement in helping me move forward with my investigation and using the evidence and information I have to expose the abuse in my childhood, which was subjected to by precedent. This was something I thought was weird. He wrote precedent, not president. Bush Sr., the CIA, the FBI, and elements of the deep state who operate the hundreds of Ninth Circle child sex rings here in the United States. They didn't say in the United States, they said United States. I thought that was weird. That the CIA is working with and protecting. My early history is well documented. Beware of all involved. Adam Bevington, aka Johnny Gosh, and then it says his phone number, and then it says Palm Springs, California. So then I basically was ready to shit my pants, so I called my friend. And she's like one of my conspiracy friends, so she's like, oh my God, send me the emails. So of course I sent them to her. So I'm gonna finish reading this. Then it says, trust nobody in caps. The true story of what happened to us is way more entertaining than the government's cover-up version that Noreen has been pushing. Noreen, just in case you guys need a memory refresher, Noreen is Johnny Gosh's mom. Because entering the information age triggered the great awakening that will ultimately reveal the big secret of elite power along with the lies that the current system has been using to maintain power and control the masses. This is causing the system to become vulnerable and has caused a, see, he writes a little strange, a revolutionary war to start within the powers to be that is being fought in the shadows over the minds of the masses. Hence the battle for mind control, Central Hollywood. The system is undergoing the planned modifications required for the elite to maintain power. This plan requires the hierarchical hierarchical segregation to protect the elite and the use of force by a centrally controlled and extremely powerful police state to force compliance from those that remain after they reduce the population to a manageable size of between 500 million and 1 billion people. This population reduction plan is currently in full motion, and the masses are mind controlled to seeing it happen. All government personnel with guns have already been vaccinated with the first responders vaccines, which will cause a large police state to automatically emerge from the biological attacks that will be blamed on the tall alien grays that the US government has been genetically engineering and growing in underground bases like Deuce and New Mexico. This allowing them to continue to play both sides of the war as the main source of the population reduction. Johnny Gosh Truth gets way more detailed than just this. There is even a video on the net of who I have been told is Bush Sr. baby raping me at the age of about 6 in a satanic ritual. Non-porn still shots from the video or film are viewable on Mommy Noreen's website. That's kind of strange that he wrote Mommy Noreen. Claims to be him, claims of all this stuff, which I'm not looking into. I'm not looking that up. That is disgusting. I don't want to see anything. No thanks. After which Bush ordered all the child porn evidence destroyed and calling this important evidence outdated and not good for anything. So if it was destroyed, how is it on the internet? That's kind of confusing. Homeland Security is currently running the cover-up and threatening me with secret incarceration if I continue to speak out about the elite's use of the Ninth Circle child sex rings like the Franklin Bank and Pizzagate that are protected by the CIA. So the Franklin Bank, isn't that I don't know. I was not allowed to start remembering this until the start of my awakening 9 years ago this coming February, when I was unwillingly protected by a powerful group that prevented the perpetrators from performing the required maintenance on my amnesic barriers that allowed me to remember the first of Johnny's memories that were repressed and physically walling them off from Adam in the part of our brain that most people write with, using advanced forms of satanic ritual abuse that was used on me in the CIA Monarchs program that I was unknowingly drafted into at an early age due to my powerful abilities to use my rare spiritual gift that allows me to interact with the spirit world and slightly into it. So that makes me feel like he's thinking his mom put him into this. I don't know. This is just another spiritual world next to my spiritual world that we lived in. My repressed memories are still in the process of emerging, and I'm almost likely wrong on about 20% of this, but please don't throw out the truth along with inactualities. Much of these thoughts are mixed. This is to do the SRA, and the SRA is the Satanic Ritual Association. My friend told me that. I had no idea. Thank you, Jackie. I was extensively subjected to, which used radio waves to disassociate all the memories fragments from their corresponding memory change that I have gone to a lot of effort to resemble as the best I can. But the memories, I have no emotion that binds them together or central card catalog that help me organize into groups. So right here, I feel like he's definitely rambling on a little bit. And sometimes I've noticed that when people lie, I feel like they ramble a whole lot, almost to like try to almost trick you into like not thinking like, are they telling the truth? That they just keep going and going and going. That sometimes they try to trick the other people that if they just keep talking and talking, they'll just believe whatever they're saying without like really thinking about it. That's like the vibe I'm picking up, but I don't know. I'm not like a therapist. That's just the vibe I feel. Please don't tell Noreen, which is Johnny Gosh's mom, because she unknowingly feeds all information up to the perpetrator by way of her CIA SRA handler. She has not yet started to awaken from the SRA that she was subjected to and is not in full control of herself. And then he wrote the website endritualabuse.com. I did not go to it because I don't feel comfortable clicking on a link from a complete stranger. If anybody goes to it, let me know what they see. Comment below, but I refuse to do it. I have 1 million supporter, not supporters, he wrote. I have 1 million supporter that deserve to know the truth. The truth is pointing to a fake abduction that the CIA used to end a mind control experiment where they programmed 2 children with similar personalities and had them unknowingly switched with each other where only the father knew the truth, and both were pedos that can help run the 9th child sex rings. Mind control is memory control. We are all the sum of our memories. Adam/Johnny, again his phone number, Palm Spring, CA, confidential in all caps. So here's something I was thinking too. Someone made a really good point in my last video about this. Usually in sex rings and stuff like that, once they hit a certain age and they're all used up, they just kill, as like horrible as it sounds, they basically get rid of them, kill them and get rid of them and find a new one, because they don't look at people as people. So it's like, why would they take him to like mind control him and put him through all this like he's claiming, and then basically like, oh, okay, we're gonna give your memories back, we're gonna like hide you away, you're gonna like live another normal life. It just doesn't make much sense to me. So that I was like, this is crazy. So then I did some research. Of course, what do? The first thing I do is look up the phone number. So I Googled the phone number, which I don't know why he would leave his phone number. That's strange. And it came up Craigslist. He sells like, he'll pick up your used trash or something. I'll put a picture up here, but it's a handyman make ready Coachella Valley type of ad saying free estimates, serving the Coachella Valley, handyman, whatever you need done, plumbing, electrical, drywall, painting, and then it says contact Adam, blah blah blah, and it's on Craigslist. So that's weird. If he like is in hiding, why would he be posting stuff on Craigslist, right? And then I kept digging a little bit, like I put his phone number in, I think I put the name in, I searched his email, stuff like that. And there was another website, and I'm gonna put the picture up here too. And it's a girl that I guess she runs her own like blog or something like that. And it says, hey guys, I have this hub, the Johnny Gosch tragedy. From time to time, I get weird comments from folks claiming a conspiracy theory, cover up, etc. against the mother of Johnny Gosch. Now, I know there are a lot of kooks out there with delusions, psychosis, paranoia, but this one takes the taco. He sent me a private message. This sounds like a schizophrenic person, never ceases to amaze me. Frankly, I don't believe this dude, but I thought it was interesting enough to put out here on the forums for input. And then it just shows the email that he sent, and the email is basically exactly what he sent me, except for maybe like 2 paragraphs, and I got like 6 paragraphs. So that's kind of when I ended my research on this guy, because I mean, I obviously don't think it's legit. I don't think it's Johnny Gosch. What she said about him being schizophrenic, paranoia, stuff like that, I'm not going to ever just judge somebody because they're claiming to be someone else or anything. I'm never going to judge someone and just randomly throw out that they have a mental illness, because that's just wrong. I think just to throw it out there, and just because someone did something weird or something, I could never do that. So I don't agree with her saying that, but I definitely don't think it's him. I hope it's not him, because that's super weird. But I think if it was him, I don't think he'd be sending random strangers emails. I think it's scary though that he's placing ads on Craigslist, because just, you know, there's so many naive people out there, and you don't know if he's in the right headspace and he's looking to revenge. I don't know. I have no idea, but that's just kind of creepy to me. So that just leads me to say too, be careful if you get on Craigslist and stuff like that. You can never trust anyone. If you go to the marketplace on Facebook, bring somebody with you. It's so scary to let people know where you're at, because you know what? People are not who they appear on the internet ever. So with this being said, let me know your guys' thoughts. What do you think about this email? Let me know. So I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe.